Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Caves of Cut, Hunts Upon Sands. And before we get into it, I'm going to cover a couple things really quick. The first thing is that that first episode totally got 53 views, or 54, which is like crazy. Um, it's the same day. It's been a very long day. I am trying to figure out whatever sort of sleep disorder I have right now because I went to sleep at like 4 p.m. and then woke up at like 11. So this is recorded late at night. I had a lot of fun. I just wanted to get right back into it. And I want to express and describe why it is that I'm making these because I think this is a very kind of important point that I want to communicate. Sometimes when we play video games, as fun as they are and as productive as engaging in recreation and your joy time is, sometimes you can feel like you're not deriving as much from an experience as you could, or that once you stop playing, nothing's happened, right? Nothing ever happens. So my love of Caves of Cud, and hey, I'm an English major, I want to be a professor, those things correlate to this relationship with Caves of Cud that is very kind of deep, where I see the artistry behind it and I really respect it, and I really want to engage with it, intimately. All that sounds kind of like an innuendo, but I really enjoy it, and so I'm recording these videos because rather than a playthrough just sort of being tossed in the aether, by doing this, I allow it to live on. And with that bit of philosophy out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to be a little more roleplay heavy this time around. I got an excellent comment telling me that I probably should have picked regeneration, which I agree with you, but the only reason I didn't pick regeneration is because when it comes to this Chimera build, limb maxing is very fun and very funny, and I tend to go with additional limbs unless it's something like quills or a shell or whatnot, because those mean you can't wear armor. So I tend to go with whatever's going to give me an extra body part, which is very risky. But personally, I love the potential that the build has, and as time goes on, you accumulate more and more of these mutations until you're just a walking bundle of a ridiculous amount of limbs, and I find it very fun. Okay, now that is more than enough of a preamble, so let's get right into it. I don't know if you heard that. That was my chair moving. So I'm gonna take a sip of more raspberry lemonade and begin. Where Hunts Upon Sands left off, I was in the village of Joppa, taking my time. I had just arrived back again and offloaded a variety of goods to Tam. Now, I did that not in my correspondence with you, but I made sure to sell whatever I had extra of to get a little bit of water for the sake of survival. And I zoom back in. We've got a whole host of items I'm hoarding over here in a pile. All of these contain all sorts of secrets and little tidbits about various practices in Cud. Things like beeswax being used to treat leather armor, right? You never know. You never know what could be revealed to you just by examining the items. I'm sort of an archaeologist in that way. And it looks like we have 4 nuggets as well, and on me, I decided to don another lovely bracelet, and I found myself some boots as I was digging around. A cord of gold wire fished from the computing guts of the under-earth laced the shoe-tailored leather of a dead boar. Very nice. And I still have that sword on me, so I have my staff, my axe, and my sword. And I'm ready. I'm very ready. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to check in with Tam. Hello, Tam. How are you on this lovely night? I believe it is a night. You're still up. Hail. We've already had those conversations before, don't worry. And let's see what he's selling. It's like he's selling a couple of things. A musket. None of which I believe I can afford at the moment. That carbide battle axe looks lovely. The luster of the azure edge fades to shadow at the beard of the bit, and the back spike balances the whole bladed volume. I definitely do not have the money for that as it stands, but it's something to think about. Eventually, when I have much in the way of knowledge and skill, I might be able to find myself more of a varied loadout, perhaps utilizing multiple things at once. It's very dark, so I'm actually going to head on over to this little fire up here. I am going to... I always click that button on accident. I'm going to wait until morning. I begin to meditate. And now I'm going to just peek in. I believe we've already been up there, splashing through blood of hulked creatures, and there's a croc this way, but I can't say I'm too worried. He might die before we even get there. Yep, he's dead. That glow pad devoured him. Didn't even leave a body behind. It's intimidating. Now, I'm going to stop for just a moment. I'd like to know this. I'm keeping my mutation points for now, so I can buy another mutation. But I have a couple of skill points. And considering the utility of this staff, I am thinking it might be a good idea to perhaps get cudgel proficiency. Now, I'll eventually want to get multi-weapon fighting, but multi-weapon fighting is expensive. It's not too expensive, actually. You know what? Yes, we'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it. I train and find that I am adept at wielding multiple weapons, something I know very soon I will have to engage with, as I am wielding multiple weapons, and I have a feeling like, before I know it, I'll be wielding more. And look at that. A croc approaches us. I'm staring her down. She's moved in fast. They tend to hide in the grass when you least expect it and jump out at you. They've probably cost many, many, many new adventurers to these lands their lives. But I've just learned a new skill, and I'm going to quickly flurry and strike him. I hit him with my axe. I miss with my staff, but I hit him with my axe. Strike him once more, and again, and he's dead. My leather cap. It's like it took a little bit of damage. Now his body is laying right before me, and unfortunately, I don't think I have anything in the way of butchering, so I don't think I can utilize that body that was left behind. But that's alright. I'm sure he's not going to be the last croc we ever come across. Just sort of wandering through the marshes. My feet, my boots now splashing in these pools. Out of all the places in Cud, this place is the safest, but I can't say it's the most inviting. There's not as much madness, from what I understand, here as there is elsewhere, where constant fighting is breaking out between all sorts of creatures. But I'd be lying if I said that it still was not quite intimidating here. Look at that, another croc. I'm going to move forward. Looks like he got distracted by something. Hello? There he is. Wham! 7 damage, and he's looking bad. Attack him once more, and one more time, and he's dead. We're much stronger than we were before. Now the lovely thing is, we're taking it very slow. Hunts Upon Sands is diligently stalking, waiting for any sort of prey. And it looks like we've been here before. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up. Oh, hello. I remember these folks. I don't have any oil to share with them in the water ritual, although I suppose it'd be an oil ritual, but they're not really... they don't need water. make myself something to eat, and I will rest again until morning. I have a bedroll. I don't know if that's really being used right now, but I like to imagine I'm carrying it with me. Sometimes, we use a bedroll. Oh, and look at that. I took one step forward, and immediately a snapjaw scavenger is going after me. Now, what are these things? Tussocks of fur, dress skin scratched over taut muscle. Upright he stands, but he looks ready to drop onto all fours. His snout snarls and his ears twitch. He barks, and his hyena tribes kin answer. Swarmer. So it looks like these guys, in numbers, prove to be quite intimidating. But he's easy for now. I'm not too worried. I'm going to strike him with a deft strike. Crunch. That's another one gone. Another mace. And a hood. Red lace wreaths the face to accent the sun-gladdened cheeks of a vintner's wife. Very, pretty and sort of cherubic, I think. But you know what? I think that our little friend, on our growing out of our hand... Oh goodness. Can I equip it here, though? No, I cannot. Oh, is it a helm? It is. I have been doing a lot of dodging, so I think I might even equip it here. And put a little... Actually, I'll put a hood on my normal head, because, what can I say? I just love that we've adorned our strange little nodule with a cap. That's Caves of Cud for you. Ooh, and it looks like all of that inventory sorting, something approached us. You'd think I would know better now, but unfortunately Hunts Upon Sands gets distracted very easily. No, we're being attacked once more. And that's another dead Snapjaw. Now there's a chest down there, something I would love because I want to put my things in it. But he looks like he's advancing towards us. I move to the left, he closes in further. This time I'm going to flurry, and wham! Another skull crunched in. Looks like all these arrows have been used, so I'm going to wait. Looks like there's two of them. I'm going to step forward. Dead. Excellent. We want to make sure that we kill them as they rapidly approach us and surround us. I'm going to begin to spin webs quickly, and I'm going to create a little bit of a defensive lattice. Attack you. Excellent. Stuck in my web, and bam! Like a spider ready to pounce. Unsuspecting prey. Look at him. He's confused. I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm going to step that way, so he cannot get a hit on us, and bam! Another strike. He's dead. Small turquoise tube. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to wait for now because there's much in the way of danger here. I'm going to be much more careful. Wait. Wait. Oh! Slam. He's dead. Arrows are being fired. I'm going to move south. Engaging with each of these Snapjaws individually is making this a lot easier to process. Look at that. There's a croc. Another croc. They're always hiding. I'm going to flurry that croc to kill him quicker. And I leveled up. I'm now level 4. Would you look at that? More knowledge. I'm beginning to get an even greater understanding of what it means to survive in a place like this. And what it means is I'm going to have to engage in a myriad of slaughter. Now where did he go? I'm waiting. Interesting. I'm going to begin spinning webs once more. I'm going to step this way, and then that way, and then that way. Bam. I'm waiting for him to enter my web, but it looks like he's a little too wise for that. Bam. Once they're out of arrows, their fate is sealed. Look at that. A brute. They're much stronger. Look at him. He's maneuvering around. Interesting. Average difficulty. A bronze sword. We're going to have to be careful about this one. Step back. Back step. Back step. Back step. Back step. Waiting. 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 Step back. And I'm waiting. Looks like he's smart. He's avoiding my webs. Step forward. Excellent. Snared in my web. I'm going to unleash a flurry of attacks. Injured already. One more strike. One more strike and he is dead. I really am becoming sort of a spider, luring people into these webs only to kill them. And I think that's everybody. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and check out that chest to see what was in there. Turquoise tube. Examine. A Hulk honey injector. A glass tube and hype needle deliver a tonic directly to the bloodstream. And unfortunately, I have some dangerous allergies to these. Huh. You cannot feel pain and you are immune to fear. Injecting yourself looks like it turns you into a very powerful creature if I were to take that. I'm going to grab these moccasins. I'm also going to grab this chest fully so that I can sort some of my belongings better when I go home. And looking around, battlefield full of things, I'm going to pause our correspondence to go ahead and pick through this battlefield, and I'll resume if Hunts Upon Sands locates any particularly interesting treasures. And we resume. Having picked over this battlefield filled with bodies, it's something. You know, elsewhere in the world, folks, well, they die, but here it seems that death is ever present around every corner. Having slayed them, I have a small collection of oddities I found that I quite like. The first is this, a sap and blood-stained crude toga. Rough boar wool is cut to an imprecise semicircle for throwing over a sun-bleached shoulder in a pinch. Now, I was first quite shocked at what this was because of the coloration, the sap and the blood. It's not very interesting, but it's sort of a striking, beautiful coloration that ended up being the sort of ichor of the snapjaws and glowing flowers they seem to fight, which is quite scary. But I'm glad those flowers don't seem to want to eat me. Now we have a quilted shawl. This seems to only slow me down, and I'm not too worried about the cold right now, but wool of many colors was horse-bought from the dromads, sourced beyond the pale sea in its great pan of salt. Once the Issachar spun it to yarn on the wheel, a marsh dweller hand-knotted it. It's a pretty little thing, but now this I love. The crown is crushed by wear into 100 papery creases, and the brim is stained with fractal signatures of sweat and salt. A lacquered hat. Looks like it would fit perfectly with my little character. It's me. Now these two are just interesting. A powerful sword, some very slender moccasins. But this, out of everything I found this to be the most thrilling. Moccasins! Scoots are arranged like stony pikes around the apron of the shoe. Light reflects off the enamel shine. Now, I'll be honest with you. Wearing these, it seems, impresses unshelled reptiles, but I'm a little surprised at that because I think to make these, you'd have to kill an unshelled reptile and skin it and use its hide. But maybe maybe everybody hates Crocs. I mean, I know I do. So I'm going to collect up all of my goods. Oop, get back in the fire here. And I'm going to go ahead and equip. You know what? I think my little nodule deserves a lovely little sun hat. I'm going to go ahead and put those croconisons on just for that little bonus of reputation. And it looks like past that, there really isn't much else. I have a couple of items I found. I'm going to stick with my equipment for now. I do love my amber-tipped staff, my excellent staff. And we're going to carry on. Oh, I should definitely wait until morning before I do so. I'm going to rest and meditate, preparing myself for the coming day. It is dangerous here, truly. And another croc suddenly appears. Well, this one, I am not allowing to get away with it. With a strike, he is dead. Now, I fear Red Rock significantly. I would like to go once I feel strong enough. But as of right now, I don't necessarily feel like I'm equipped for it. I will say this, though. The 6-day stilt is a sounds like an amazing place, but everyone keeps mentioning fiery birds that are going to burn me alive, and I don't really know if I like that. So maybe if I'm feeling a little stronger, maybe if I'm a little quicker, and I feel like I can hoof it through the desert. Look at that. Outskirts. Mashan. Looks like we found a village. Hello? Hostile. Of course. Owner told me they've overrun this village. Step backwards. Wait. Strike. Wait. I am a spider. I wait, and I lunge. Wait. And I lunge. Looks like there's more, too. And he steps towards me. Wham! There's a warlord down there. I don't like that. I'm going to carefully backstep. Looks like there's a tough one there. I do have a couple arrows. I might try to take a shot. He's coming towards me. I'm going to spin a protective lattice of webs. Excellent, he got stuck. Wait a minute. Oh no. I'm being attacked by a dragonfly. That is very, very, very dangerous. Significantly so. What about the rest of them? Are they also hostile? No, they're neutral. That's dangerous. I don't like that. I'm gonna run away. Just skitter away as fast as I can. Oh, looks like he was stuck. I might be able to take advantage of that. Okay. I tried to shoot him. I worry I might be making these other ones angry. No, they're fine. It seems like this one was in cahoots with the Snapjaws. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I guess I looked at something. Oh, there was a painted axe. I suppose now is not the time to be noting down entries in my journal. I'm a little concerned. It's wounded. So what I'm going to do is a little risky. I'm going to step, strike, kill that Snapjaw, move once more, and attempt to kill it. It's dead. Excellent. Are they hostile now? They are hostile. What about the ones farther away? They're still neutral. That one's hostile. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to step. Looks like he got stuck again. I'm going to move once towards him, and I'm going to unleash a flurry of blows. Try to kill him, perhaps. Excellent, he's dead. Now. I'm going to carefully maneuver, and it's stuck. Excellent. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step out. I'm actually going to back up. And I'm going to reload. And I'm going to attempt to shoot it. It's much easier now that it's stuck. But having done that, from far away, I might have ensured I didn't attract the ire of the other dragonflies. Is this one angry? It is. What about this one? Yeah, it also is. Oh, goodness me. Okay. I'm going to be very careful, but it looks like they are caught in my web. So I am going to continue spinning the absolute matrix of webs. Strike that one while he's down, and he's dead. Excellent. I think another web there. I am legitimately in a full spider web I have just created for myself, and I'm waiting, and he's stuck. Excellent. And a strike, and he's dead. If you know how to use them, spinnerets are something. And would you look at this? A walking stick. Brinestalk was scythed from its marsh home and dried in the high salt sun. Its top is spiraled into a crook. Wow. You know, it's not a good weapon, but it's certainly it looks like a kind of a pretty convenient thing. And this, now this is a treasure. The moon scowls on an unseen jungle, the craters of brow shaded with animal ash and eaten to a natural ridgeline by the venomous breath of gods. I have read many a description of things, but that one leaves me confused. Perhaps this is some sort of implement for a ritual, maybe? And quite frankly, I'm going to doff my hood immediately because I would like to wear... Oh, maybe it might be face, actually. It is, yes. And it looks like... Oh, look at that. Wow, that's so beautiful. A little bit of a gradient. Okay. I'm going to have my hood on, my red hood with my mask, and a nice... I don't think my sensory knob that's grown out of my hand necessarily needs to breathe, but I can put a mask on it, so I guess I'm going to do so. Maybe it's maybe it's going to be adept at filtering toxins from the air. I don't know. Wow. Just a quick grab of everything, of course. You know how it is. You know how it is. And don't you fret, my inventory is getting very full. So very soon we might go ahead and call it a steel butcher. Torch and steel butcher knife. Are we over encumbered? Not yet. Excellent. There's so much around here. I'm going to be encumbered any second now. I'm only one away. I figured, oh, this feels like a good place to end it. Swarm Alpha. Gentling cone. Looks like he's wearing some kind of bizarre cone on his head. It doesn't seem like he can get it off. I'm going to shoot. Oh! I have no more ammo. I am suspicious of him. Is he coming towards me? I have to be very, very, very careful. Look at that. There's still so many of them. I'm going to have to play this very, very carefully, very safely. I'm going to wait. It looks like some of them might be approaching me slowly. I'm going to move forward a little bit. Oh, what's going on? Wait a minute. What is a dromat doing amongst them? But it doesn't look like a dromat. That's... whatever that is, I have to have it. Okay. And I've lured him out, and he's moved towards me. Bam! I've got a sort of little raiding party. It looks like they're trying to fight that dragonfly. Oh, good. Excellent. A warrior. She's much stronger. She has what looks like a very well-made stun rod. That could be extraordinarily dangerous. But we have learned the utility of my spinnerets. Excellent. Stuck. And I'm going to wail on you. Attack you with everything I have. Oh, so much HP. And it looks at that. Neutral. Still neutral. Excellent. I'm going to quickly take everything. I'm overburdened. Oh my goodness. Alright. I will save my looting for when this battle is done, and I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of things. You know me, I can't help but hoard everything I touch. There's so much to learn from all of it. And frankly, this world is... Well, you need water to live, so I'm going to remember that's there. And I might grab all of that and head on home, but I said before, I am going to... This is going to be my challenge for myself to see if I can best. And they're moving towards me. Quickly, they're moving towards me. Oh, goodness. I'm going to step, backstep, 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 backstep. I would like a single flurry. I'm moving backwards. And I don't want them having numbers. They're powerful when there's several of them. Alright. I'm gonna wait. And I'm gonna see if I can't flurry the one... It's making noises like a snapshot scavenger, but it looks to me... Oh, it went down very quick. Yes, that was definitely a snapshot, but he looked like he had some kind of disguise on it. Look at that, dead. Oh, and one appears from the brush, but it's dead. I killed it quite fast. Scouting. It looks like there is one more, and then the leader. Is he angry? Is he moving towards me? Alright, this is a time to spin my webs. Oh, but night is falling. That's not good. Oh, I'm in the dark. I'm going to just run into the dark as fast as I can and make a fire. Whip up a meal and just so carefully. I'm going to wait until morning. Okay. Alright, back to it. I've set a web trap already. There he is. Come hither, fight me. Let us duel. Excellent, stuck. I'm going to unleash a flurry right now. That's one injury. I don't think I have anything in the way of ammo. So it looks like we are going to have to duel. Going to actually, oh my goodness, wait a minute. Wait just one moment. Do I have any sort of... No, I do not have enough to get anything particularly powerful, but that's okay. Although, you can actually. Alright, I'm gonna nab cudgel proficiency. Awaken some skill with my cudgel within myself very quickly so that I can ensure that I win this fight. I'm going to strike him. He hurts. He bit me. Strike once more. And again. And he's dead. These webs are proving rapidly to be immensely powerful. Now, there is something that there are two things. Well, first off, let's go deal with his little friend. Looked like he had two more little friends. I think I can handle them now. I feel confident that I can slay them if they pose a threat. But there's two things I really would like to know about. The first is this. In wallpaper and acrylic, the pain of experience is smoothed away into the uniform child's cone. Arterial clamps peek out from the interior surface. The cone is fastened by a brass chain, adorned by beads of glass, and branded in the apex with a holy rhombus, a sign of the price of innocence. It cannot be removed. Oh my gosh, that poor guy. It was stuck on him. He couldn't get rid of it. I suppose I freed him in death. Now there is but one thing I have to know about. And I'm looking for it, and I'm not quite finding it. Somewhere... I wonder, is it gone? Interesting. It may be gone. Perhaps I misplaced it somewhere, but that strange costume I was so curious about. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take one step south. Oh, the outskirts. So let's see. I might be on the... Where is this little village? I'm going to check out this village, and that's where we're going to end it. Yes. The abandoned village! Oh no. What tragedy befell these people. Alright, well this is an excellent little cliffhanger. I'm going to go ahead and mark this on my map. I'm going to return to Joppa, sell some more goods, and organize a little bit more, and when we get back to it, we will resume in Joppa, and I will quickly make the journey to Mashan, the abandoned village, and see what sort of mysteries it might hold. I can already see some sort of little creature of chrome ahead of me. That's where I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Hunts Upon Sands in his quest to understand the secrets of the region of Cut.